FFA Chapter Highlights segment of the 97th Annual California FFA Leadership Conference, where we celebrate the outstanding achievements and exciting moments from our California FFA chapters. I'm your host, Emmy Merrow. I am a first-year AgCom student at Cal Poly. From leadership development to hands-on agriculture experiences, this segment shines a spotlight on the hardworking, dedication, and passion of our FFA members. Join us as we share the inspiring stories and accomplishments that are shaping the future of agriculture and empowering the next generation of leaders. Please welcome the Boonville Anderson Valley FFA Chapter from the North Coast region.
Hello.
Hello, my name is Lupe Arias Peña.
Hi, my name is Natalie Markham Soto.
And I'm Beth Suela, one of the ag teachers at the school.
Awesome. Thank you guys so much for being here. First question to jump right in, how has being a part of FFA helped you grow as a person and also as a student?
I'll go first. FFA has truly, honestly helped me a lot. I was very antisocial, and it just really helped me not only interact with my peers, but also like public speaking, giving presentations, and just things like that. Like I am so much more comfortable, and my nerves are so much more like calm.
Kind of to add on to what Natalie said, it really helped me become a better speaker and be more confident in myself and who I am as a person, and I think that it's also shaped me to the type of person that I am today.
Gotcha. And as for you, were you in FFA when you were in high school, and was that something that made you want to become an ag teacher?
Yes, I was in Fort Bragg FFA, which is our neighboring chapter, and I really didn't know what I wanted to do, and so I ended up at Fresno State studying ornamental horticulture, graduated from Fresno State, and actually didn't decide to be an ag teacher till I was a senior, and then became an ag teacher, and I've been here ever since.
In this last year, how did your chapter promote agriculture in your school or just in your community as a whole?
Oh me?
Anybody.
You guys talk about it.
We have a really small town, and we're really fortunate to have a lot of support from our community and our staff members and principal, and especially our ag teachers. So we have a big farm and a lot of opportunities for students to get involved with market animals or even like gardening, or we also have orchards at our farm. So we have possibilities for everything when it comes to agriculture, and I think that's like the biggest factor that we have at our school.
To add on to that, we also, like for the first time in a really long time, we have 2 ag teachers. So now we are able to expand onto the junior high more, because before it was really like only like high school, it felt like. But yeah, there's definitely a lot of opportunities on the farm, and there's definitely like an increase in kids wanting to show livestock, which I think is really cool.
I would say that in our community that people love to see what we do in our community, and they really support us. When we have any fundraisers or whatever, they come out and they fundraise for us. I'll let you guys talk about the couple of big things that we've done recently, but we're really blessed. I've been there 35 years, and we've been blessed to have administrators that have really supported the program, and it's a great place to work.
I was reading a little bit about your chapter, and I saw that you guys offer the FFA and ag program from 7th grade up all the way up to seniors. How has that shaped your chapter? Is it more involved now, would you say, or is it like students are getting a little bit burnt out by the end of their senior year?
So I've been teaching junior high agriculture for, 15, 20 years. But having the second ag teacher there, and Mr. Batista has taken over the junior high classes, has allowed them to do other things that I just didn't have time to do. They were always invited and welcome to come to our local activities, but I never brought them to state conference, because there's just one person can take care of one thing. And so it's really been great. They're doing new and different things. Kids are kind of getting excited. I would say you guys were in junior high agriculture, and they're not burnt out. Most kids stay in our pathway, and so it's been really great.
That was going to be my next question. Have you guys been in FFA and doing ag ever since you were basically able to?
I've been doing ag since 8th grade, I think. 7th grade, I wasn't really aware of what ag was, and like I kind of got more involved in 8th grade. But I mean, there's 89 active members, and our school's only 190 kids, so that's like what, half of it?
Yeah, that's great numbers.
Yeah, half of our school. So I honestly think that a lot of students, once they get into it, they truly just stick with it.
I would agree with that. I have been on like the pathway since 7th grade. It just COVID kind of got in the way, so it kind of didn't feel like I had that experience. But oh my gosh, I completely forgot what I was saying.
You're all good. You're good. We can cut it out. No worries.
I just remembered. But I do know like students like are like especially seniors. They switch in like their last year and they kind of regret not doing it for their entire high school career.
Going back to, you said that you guys did 2 big events this past year. What was one of the agriculture-related goals or projects that your chapter was excited to see this year? And also, like, what was a big goal that you guys were able to accomplish as a chapter?
One of our biggest goals as a chapter is what we hear a lot from our chapter members is they want to help the community and they want to get the community more involved. And so for this Thanksgiving, we have a small food bank and they're not provided with a bunch of stuff. So we got donations and from money and food, and we did 95 dinners to help our community. We have a really small community, so we didn't need much, but we did what we could, and we got every single FFA member helped in some way, shape, or form. And I think that was one of our biggest accomplishments this year.
Wow. Going back to a little bit about how FFA has shaped you as a person, what is a fun or unexpected, or what's a memory that has impacted you guys the most being in FFA, and what's an activity that like still makes you smile to even think about? Doesn't have to be this year, it can be any year that you've been a part of this.
For me, as in like what has impacted me like as an individual, again, like I said, I was antisocial. But with like these events like this, I've been given the opportunity to be able to attend, and I even attended the national convention, and it just kind of helped me, I guess, spread my wings or so, and it's given me like the courage to be able to like travel and go to college where I'm not necessarily close to my family, and I've become more independent.
Absolutely.
FFA has honestly like opened my eyes to so many things that I like honestly never knew, because I moved from like a big city to like a small city, and I mean a small town. So it honestly helped me open my eyes to see like what I want to do in the future, and like market animals, that's kind of something that I'm really into, and that has also shaped me as a person.
Well, I'll tell you about me.
Absolutely.
When I was in high school, we went to state conference at Cal Poly.
Oh.
And I can remember way back when being at the conference, and the Oak Ridge boys played, and it was just really fun. And I don't really think I knew what was happening, but I didn't know what was happening. Mm-hmm. But I stayed with it and really enjoyed wanting to be in agriculture, because my dad was a gardener, but we weren't really involved in agriculture that much.
Mm-hmm. What is something that your chapter does that you think might set yourselves apart from like the rest of the chapters in the whole state? Or what is something that is pretty unique to you guys, would you say?
Well, I think that the fact that I really stress being involved in the community, doing community service. How can we help the community? How can we, get every student involved? At our county fair, which happens to be in our town, we do a feature booth every year where they have to glue seeds and rice and stuff all over it. And I'm really proud that like every kid does something on that booth, and it comes out well. And just trying to get all kids involved, making sure that there's something for all kids, and no matter what who they are, they're invited to participate and encouraged. And what I really like is these older students, older members, work hard to get younger members involved, and that's a great thing.
Yeah, kind of adding on to what Ms. Suela said is we have so much good involvement, anywhere from 7th grade all the way to 12th graders, and it's honestly awesome to see that we have, like I said, 89 members. That's so many kids out of our school, and like that involvement, not everybody sees. I know a lot of bigger schools that have smaller chapters than we do because, I mean, they just don't get as much involvement. So I think that really sets us apart from different schools.
What was the most exciting thing that your FFA chapter has accomplished in this past year alone?
I think something that is really exciting for us, I know other schools do it, but we have never done it, and we did donkey basketball, and it brought like the whole community together. Like everyone went to watch, and it was really to see just like everyone just there, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
And it was against the firefighters, so you would bet
Wow.
you would bet that they brought their whole crew too, and we had people from neighboring towns come too. So it was like a really big accomplishment, and we're a small school, and I've never seen the gym so packed with people. There were so many people, and it was just honestly such an accomplishment.
Well, and the firefighters were like, "We can't wait to do this. Let's do it again."
Oh,
They had their own T-shirts and stuff. You know, they were in on it. So it's like, okay, when can we get a date for next time? Because they just really enjoyed it.
Wow, that's incredible. Well, it's amazing to hear that your guys' chapter is growing so much more. Thank you so much for joining me today. This conversation was amazing. I learned so much about your chapter. I will see you guys around the convention center. Have a good day.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.